First, supply chains. And I owe a lot to the people, the business people on this call, on this Zoom. Earlier this fall, we heard a lot of dire warnings about supply chain problems leading to a crisis around the holidays. So we acted. A lot of recommendations of the people that you see on the screen here. I wish we were all able to do this in person. We brought together business and labor leaders to solve problems. And the much predicted crisis didn't occur, which is how many good retailers have on hand and on-shelf availability, which measures how many goods are actually on the shelves there to be purchased. I'm sure you can go and find some shelf where it's empty because a particular sort of gifts are very popular. I don't know. This is in part due to the progress we've made at our nation's ports, which are now moving historic amounts of goods. You know, after working with our administration, the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach have nearly cut in half the number of those great big containers you see sitting on a dock for more than 8 days. This is striking progress since November. In fact, right now, the number of containers moving through our ports is higher than ever. It's because we've sped up, because when I sat down and talked with the folks running the ports and the longshoremen, they agreed to speed up every step in the process. The ports, the trains, the trucking. My bipartisan infrastructure law, there's $17 billion to speed up and modernize our ports. And tomorrow, the Department of Transportation is going to announce over $200 million in grants to ports nationwide. And we're making significant investment in freight rail as well. And we're also working to unstick bottlenecks between the ports and the stores by getting more trucks moving all around the country. Months ago, I saw oil production wasn't keeping up with the demand as the world started to get moving again, which could drive up prices at the expense of our consumers. That's why I work with international partners to coordinate the release of oil from our oil reserves and theirs. Now, gas prices are coming down, more than 10 cents a gallon nationally. Gas prices in 21 states now are at their historic averages before the pandemic, historic averages. I'm going to be convening my competition council earlier next year, in January, to keep pushing for more bold action because healthy competition is a hallmark of healthy capitalism. And the biggest weapon, in our arsenal. It's my Build Back Better Act, which will reduce what families have to pay for prescription drugs, for health care, for child care, and so much more. The bill is paid fully paid for. It won't increase the deficit.